I know. They'll have 3 wins in the last week, and then you had a close one on Monday. Just what confidence does this give you as a coach in these wins?
Yeah, I think that's, 5 games in a row since we started this second quarter of the season that we put ourselves in position to win some games. And we've done it a variety of different ways with the different lineups and different combinations. So just really proud of this group for sticking with it and sticking together, and really buying in and believing in that identity that it's our competitive depth and everyone can contribute on every night.
You outscored their bench 21-5. How important was that tonight?
Yeah, always when you can get bench production. And just shout out to Maisha, right? Like, we make a change, we go in a different direction, and to respond the way that she did, was just fantastic to have that energy. Azaya, we know she can score the ball, so for her to be the spark plug that she was. And then I thought JJ gave fantastic minutes tonight too, when, some of these past couple games maybe has struggled with some pressure and just feeling some of those rookie woes as a point guard, but I thought she gave some really valuable minutes as well. So, the more we can get good contributions from the bench, the better off we're going to be.
But you preached that defensive being your identity. Atlanta's second leading scoring team, and the W held about 30 points under their season average. Is this kind of what you foresaw this team being able to do on that end of the floor?
Yeah, that effort tonight was just, we had a different intensity about us right from the get-go. I mean, to hold them under 24 quarters, I mean, yeah, that is a crazy effort. I know they miss shots that they normally make, but we had an intensity about us to really compete inside and out. You saw Lee, you saw Liz, couple block shots, just battling on the inside. And then they still got up 34 threes because that's what they do. They take a ton of threes, but I really loved our intent to really chase them down, and those were contested, and a lot of them, just there was less separation, and we were there, and there was urgency. So that was fun to watch us compete that way, make them miss.
You held Atlanta to 55 points, kind of piggybacking off of that. That's the least amount of points the opponent has scored against you. What was the difference defensively tonight? Do you feel like it was a complete game?
Yeah, no, I thought it was just an intensity right from the get-go. I thought, again, like asking Azaya to come off the bench and Kyla to start too, that's more of a defensive energy type sub there. So I thought she gave us a spark right away, started on Gray, switched a bunch of things. So our guards all guarded all of them. But I mean, Gray has been their X factor, right? Like, she's just having an insane year with her efficiency and scoring the ball. And so to hold her the way we did, that started with Kyla and her energy defensively, Lee with her defensive rebounding and presence. So those two really, I thought, infused us and raised the level of everyone else around them. And then I just thought we competed consistently. And again, the bench came in and there was no let up. There was no let up when we subbed tonight.
You already talked about it a little bit, but just expand on like what you saw on the tape when it came to Alicia Gray, to be able to stop her.
Yeah, she's a great player. It starts in transition with her, right? When she can get in the open floor, she's dynamic. And so I thought we did a pretty good job taking away some of her drives and not fouling her around the rim early. I thought she got a little frustrated that she wasn't getting some calls. Maybe she got in her own head some, and then it was just to compete to not give up easy threes and run them down. They don't want to take mid-range, so we'll run them down in the mid-range and make them settle a little bit. So you saw some of that. But overall, just we talked about making them feel us. We're trying to establish that physicality. Our growth opportunity still continues to be fouling. 41 times there. Again, tonight, that's not great. We still put them to the free throw line 25 times. So we've got to still find that physicality without fouling. But again, just liked our fight.
Yeah. Going up against BG, that's quite the challenge. How do you think you responded to that matchup?
Yeah, she did not back down. She is just incredibly smart and physical and just really good with her positioning. And really proud that she stepped up and answered that call.
We talked about it pregame of kind of getting those minutes down compared to some of the other guards. She only played 32. No one played more than 34. How much of that is just game situation, and how much of that was helped by maybe making that change to the starting lineup?
Yeah, I mean, it's just constantly talking with the training staff, and it's, you try to think through it ahead of time, but then the ball tips and you never know what's about to transpire, right? So I thought as a staff I thought we did a good job tonight with our substitution patterns and managing minutes. And again, when you get the contribution that you do off the bench, that helps as well. But yes, there's intent. We don't want people playing 40 minutes and we've got a back-to-back coming up too. So just trying to get everybody involved and keep everyone healthy and ready to go.
Coach, y'all were able to jump on them early, really never let go of that. Was there something different in the huddle tonight or warmups that kind of led the way?
I think coming off that, so a couple, the Vegas loss, then we responded. That Washington loss was tough. So, still feeling that, and then we responded right away. And we talked about it, right? Our first quarter start in Washington was not good. We weren't ready to play. So to be able to come out and us throw the first punch and establish the level of physicality and compete that we were going to have from the get-go. Yeah, just proud of our ability to do that.
Rob, go ahead.
Thank you. Rob Tianson from the Podium Finish. Coach Koclanes, congrats on the win tonight. You mentioned on Sunday you wanted to see the team be a little bit more disciplined after the game against Washington. So what are your thoughts on seeing your team play so composed against a tough Atlanta squad and also excel on both ends of the floor?
Yeah, I thought we were better. And again, we weren't perfect and we're never going to be perfect. But when you play with that level of compete and there's just an extra willingness to give it extra effort and to scramble when it maybe didn't initially go the way we had planned or scouted. So that's the part, right? Because it's never going to be how you scripted it. So can you continue to play through the messiness? And tonight I thought we gave extra efforts and just pursued consistently.
Last one, Grant.
Now that you've coached Lee for a handful of games, just what are some of the ways her interior presence has, made a significant difference on both ends?
Yeah, I think, we haven't probably utilized her enough on the inside, but she's just a motor up and down. She's going to be consistent getting up and down the floor. And then her screening right now, more than anything, is just extremely physical screener, helping our guards get some separation and then continuing to roll and put pressure on the defense behind. And then you saw, she's going to keep you honest, right? She can hit a bunch of mid-range. She got really good touch from the perimeter. So when you leave her open out there, she's going to knock down some shots. So just excited to keep incorporating her into all this.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you all.